Hello everyone, back again to do a little variation on what I normally do. I normally advocate doing a three-step process of when I'm doing my watercolor paintings. One, do a sketch. Two, do your watercolor graphite to establish your values. And then three, have fun with color. I'm going to do a little variation on this where I make a four-step process where I introduce line and wash. It's a very old illustrator's technique for doing illustrations. But I'm going to start off with one, a quick pencil sketch. Two, then I will ink in or add the line with ink. Three, then I'll come in with my watercolor graphite again like normal. And four, have fun with color at the end. I recently did something simple, this black rose. Just a nice simple composition, one big bloom, a little second one, a few leaves, and a vase to hold it in, sitting on a table. I'm going to do this. This is nice and simple. I might add another flower bloom here. I'll make a sort of a vignette style. A vignette is a type of French style. It's a very simplistic way to approach a painting. The whole idea was to capture the essence. A diagonal pattern that goes from one side to the other, I think, is your strongest. Very often you're leaving off one or two corners and just anchoring the piece from one end to the other. You could go across or up and down, but I think the diagonal is a little stronger design. So I'm going to follow this basic outline and do this with adding line to it as a line and wash type painting. So I'll sit it off the camera here and using just a plain old #2 pencil, nothing magical about this. This is a Papermate one, just like the kids use at school. #2 lead pencil. So let's start with our sketch here. Our basic sort of a cup like this. Okay, then sort of have our leaves, our petals come out, they fall away from a big mature bloom. Little tricks of the trade help a lot here. If you've got difficulty with something like this with symmetry, hide one side of it. All I need to do is bring my little leaf down here. And there we go. Oh, doesn't that look so professional? Oh, indeed. But really what I'm doing is hiding. I'm going to hide part of my vase behind the leaves here. So now you don't notice so much that I've got. And then I just want something of a table. All right. I'm left-handed. Again, the #1 rule, I should have mentioned this earlier, is know your source of light. Unless you put the source of light in the painting itself. If you're a left-hander like me, your source of light is, by default, off the page at 10 o'clock. If you are a right-hander, it would be off the page at 2 o'clock. Now, I'm left-handed, so that means then I'm establishing my lights and darks. My shadows are thrown. My source of light will be up here. Will be thrown to the lower right corner. Now, I mentioned putting in a bloom here. I'll put in one more bud like the one up above. Now, I'm going to call that done. It's just a quick sketch because I like to go as I'm going along. I'll set my pencil aside. Now I'll take out my pen. In this case, I love Micron pens. They're permanent ink. A dip pen with India ink or Dr. Martens or Walnut ink or something like that. All wonderful inks. The main point is know the attributes of your ink. Specifically, is it waterproof or water soluble? This Itoya blade pen, it only costs a couple dollars at my art supply store. It's the old style quill type pen, but this is water soluble. That's fine. It's not a problem as long as I know it. And the nice thing about it, you can see where the ink is at, and this is a new pen, so it's full of ink. So, all right, so let's have fun. So being water soluble, That lets me be a little bit sloppy if I don't put my ink in here, come out here again. And I'm going to have fun with a sort of a fast and loose painting. Fast and loose watercolor painting when I'm done here. All right. So, okay, that's my ink. Here's my usual palette, my Disney palette, my watercolor graphite. This should go quick. This will strengthen the darks here. Now I'm using just a 3/4 inch flat brush. I could use a 1/2 inch. I'm using a nylon instead of my usual. Here's my usual Ron Ranson. I could use my Ron Ranson. Either one will work. I'll use my Ron Ranson one. The main thing is know your tools, know your instruments. Okay. All right, so there we go. There's my value study. Now let's have fun with color. Black rose. There we go. All right, these are the highlights. To make a shiny black, I find I have to use a blue. This is cerulean blue. A little. Okay, there we go. That's starting to come together. All right. Now I mentioned doing a vignette, so I'm going to just paint outside here. Just have fun with color. This fella, I don't. Maybe a touch of vary my colors some here. I can put some of these other colors in here, touch them with a little bit of brown. Okay, I got a brownish yellow table. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, big mature bloom. Okay. Now a little bit of yellow, or a little bit of my, loosen up my piece here a bit, paint outside the lines. And the weird thing is, once you do this all over, then you pick up uniformity. If you do it in just one spot, it looks terrible. But if you do it a few areas, just basically be blatant about it, then it looks okay. And again, that's that sort of optical illusion that the human eye wants to run things together. All right, let's have a little right up there in the corner. Put him down here in the opposite corner too. Okay. Now, those are my leaf. Now if I want, a special effect I can add is maybe some splattering. Load up something I'm using here. Actually, a complement to green is red. Touch some red. As soon as it's wet like that, charge it. All right, let's do that. Let's get really wet. Now, I should do something with this face. Okay, now I'm just playing around, sort of letting I'm going to put some more blue in here. Again, get the blue, get it really wet. All right, I want it to fly off the brush. I'm going to splatter it a little bit. All right, put our green up here too. I'm going to make a sloppy triad. Okay. All right. Well, it's a complete mess, but actually it doesn't look too bad. And I kind of like it. I certainly had fun doing it. I might run off my color right here. I'll leave too much open space there. Okay, well there we go. There's some a 4-step process: sketching, inking, watercolor graphite, and fun with color at the end, and a little special effects with the splatter. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Click a like if you like it down below, and subscribe if you will. And if you have anything you'd like to see, please let me know. Thanks. See you next time. Bye-bye.